Yo, what is going on guys, welcome back to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video here on my channel. So it may seem very early to a lot of you, I know, to talk about Season 9 in general, let alone be talking about the trailer or what's going to be contained within it and even showing one, and that's right, that's what we're going to be covering in today's video. Obviously it's not going to be the official Fortnite Season 9 trailer published by Epic Games, the developers themselves, on the official Fortnite game channel. It's basically a trailer that I'm going to showcase right now for you guys of what we know in the game so far is contained, and all the hints gathered together to ultimately conclude what's going to be going on. Later in the video we're going to be going over details that have been data mined in the game's files that basically conclude what's going to be happening towards the end of Season 8 and ultimately preparing the start of Season 9. Here's the trailer right now, I'll let you guys watch it without me talking, and obviously this isn't my trailer, the creator will be linked in the video description down below, so make sure you're going to subscribe to his channel. Anyways, with all that said, make sure you watch until the end of the video because there's going to be something interesting for everybody, whether you want to see a concept or whether you want to see leaked information. And with that said, before I show you guys the trailer, make sure you're using code FriendlyMachine in the item shop that will be on the top left hand corner of the screen throughout this video. Without any further ado, I present to you guys this insanely cool Fortnite Season 9 trailer. So that concept trailer was surprisingly one of the only ones that I could find that actually made sense. It showcased the inevitable eruption of the volcano or the aftermath of it, obviously what happens upon these eggs hatching revealing a creature or monster, ultimately implying a dragon on what's seen in shape-wise a shadow or silhouette on this egg in the first place, and even showcasing little minute details of the volcano such as these weird signals or signs we're seeing above it, which is the above 172 meters sign. Despite all these subtle hints ultimately being made sense of in this concept trailer, it is just of that itself a concept, so make sure you're checking out the creator, linked in the video description down below to his YouTube and also the original upload. Moving on to the next part of the video, as promised we're going to be going over all the leaks and how they're tied to things going on in game or relate to things that have happened during Season 8. So as you can see on screen right now, there is a leak floating around that an event called Elemental Affliction will be happening in Fortnite Battle Royale. I think this is the codename for the live event, as Code Butterfly was the codename for the Butterfly event, of which occurred during Season 6, where basically Leaky Lake turned back into Loot Lake with the cube shards left in the middle upon its combustion. This has also been confirmed to be in the Battle Royale files, so it's not something that's going to be going down in Save the World, as many elements are always constantly used in Save the World. It would make sense for this to be occurring within that particular part of Fortnite, but no, this is Fortnite Battle Royale's files, and as you can see there's several elements basically stated right here. The first one states dormant, the second fire, the third steam, the fourth water, the fifth life, and finally the sixth earth. If you guys remember, this correlates to these elemental symbols of which we've seen at the round table in Polar Peaks Castle, basically addressing the status and power symbol of particular kings that are elemental and rule particular parts of the realm overall outside the Battle Royale map, and maybe even ones that are currently in the map now may be buried. The most interesting thing about this leak, however, is the fact that it's stated to all be underground whatever's going on. So upon everything being dug up in this season, with all the excavation sites happening and basically being something that's now in Battle Royale, I believe that all these excavation sites will be tunnel systems leading and linking directly to Loot Lake, as all the excavators are now surrounding it, implying that a big event is going to be going down. Maybe the Loot Lake itself location is going to be dug up so that all these kind of elements can be seen or found, or shrines to them are below the surface of Loot Lake. Either way, we're definitely yet to know, but it's been confirmed ultimately that caves are going to be coming, or canals underground, or even tunnel systems through the game's files. So ultimately making sense of the map changes or the storyline of which has occurred or where it's headed for Season 8's end. With all the teases physical that we've seen in game, it would only make sense for all these certain excavation sites to connect up to one kind of focal point underneath the ground. Despite these excavators just basically circling or surrounding Loot Lake, seemingly now preparing, almost implying to us anyways that that is the case, we also have the bunker, which was the only thing at the excavation sites, despite just a geyser that predominantly is something interesting to actually, look at in the first place. The main reason that Loot Lake will be the focal point or the connecting point of all these tunnel systems underground and the interworkings of them crossroading is because of the fact not only is this implied through these excavators currently surrounding Loot Lake, obviously leading up to a live event that's inevitable because we've only got 22 days left of Season 8 at the time of me recording this video, and we haven't seen a major map change and live event as of yet. There is also a Loot Lake bunker, like literally the excavation site that occurred. The most recent digging site near Loot Lake, just on the outskirts of it, has a giant metal bunker that makes some really weird sounds upon trying to harvest it. Many people either speculate that the Ruin skin, the Week 8 unlockable discovery skin for Season 8, is either buried underneath directly Loot Lake and dripped down into the ground through the butterfly vent when this seemingly weird thing basically oozed out of the cube during this time, or whether he's just literally trapped inside the bunker with the doors shut because it seems indestructible. Either way, we can definitely determine that the Ruin skin will be underground or the Discovery skin, because if we enhance the image of which we were revealed to on the News tab menu by Epic Games, you can clearly see that he's kind of below something, as if something's been dug up and he has been found at the bottom beneath it. Another interesting thread of information, or piece of information in general, that many people didn't realise upon the Buccaneers Bounty event going live with the challenges to unlock rewards, was the fact that looks in this particular loading screen or kind of promotion for the Buccaneers Bounty event is basically abseiling down into the bunker. As you can see at the top, the bunker doors have seemed to be opened and there is treasure inside. A very clever person on Reddit was able to kind of predict, upon seeing this image of Lux abseiling down into the bunker, how deep the bunker would actually be upon everything being opened and everything being dug out in order to be able to access down into the bottom of it. It's pretty self-explanatory and obviously compares the distance of Lux to these bunker doors to other structures in the map that would ultimately be of similar size to the depth of which she has seemed to abseil. The final thing I want to go over in today's video before I end off and show you guys the trailer again so you can reiterate what you believe to be true contained within it, is what's going to be going down contained within this live event, occurring one time only, seeable for players in game at that time for this season, Season 8, and what's going to be contained event-wise or showcased in the Season 9 trailer. So as many of you may know, there's not been too much of a storyline thus far in Season 8, only these excavation sites that have miscalculated seemingly and only hit the spot that they needed to upon finding this bunker. So the bunker, I believe, is the focal point of the storyline right now to be opened, which will be showcased literally in the live event for Season 8, and in the Season 9 trailer, the dig-in or the dig-up overall of Loot Lake will be fully commenced or shown. The reason I'm so certain of this is because ever since Season 6, considering we had a drastic change to Loot Lake then, changing to Leaky Lake with this spiralling whirlpool that seemingly had no bottom to it, if you glitched underneath the map, ever since this moment of Season 6 implementing this new Leaky Lake instead of Loot Lake, you would see that the walls of Loot Lake go further beneath the surface of what we can physically see, thus implying that at a later date this hole would be much deeper, and that's a perfect timing for what we could see now with these excavators surrounding it ultimately just imperfect preparation to act this out or basically have something occur that forces this to happen or can either make sense of it. Either way, time's the only determining factor in telling what will actually happen within the game. Anyways, that's all I've got for you guys in today's video, so thank you all for watching. Make sure if you enjoyed or found this interesting that you're leaving a like in the video down below and sharing it to friends if you think they'll share similar interest or taste in videos. Also, make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already to see more of these videos as soon as I post them, and if you want to be the first of the videos, then make sure you turn on the notifications once you've subscribed. Also, if you want to support me the extra mile, then use code FRIENDLYMACHINE in the item shop and make sure to keep re-entering it if you've already had it entered, as it resets every 2 weeks. I'm going to leave you guys with the trailer one more time now as promised, so I'm out. Thank you all for watching and peace.